Welcome back to another episode of the On the Low podcast. I'm your host, Lauren Jones, aka Lojo Media, and I'm joined by Westchester basketball. He's a junior? Yeah, Ty Ingram. So nice to have you on the pod, and welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so we got to chop it up a little bit before we started recording, and one of the things that you were telling me is that you've been to three schools in 3 years,
Yeah.
but you're settling into Westchester. The season hasn't started quite yet. What are you most looking forward to for this upcoming season?
Probably the comp, I would say, because we're going to like Vegas,
Mhm.
DC, and also we're going to North Carolina. So I'm really trying to find that out.
Yeah, I mean it's really interesting because back in my day,
Mhm.
when I was in school, it was to me one of the best times in LA basketball. But there wasn't so much traveling within the season. I mean, that was what the summers were for, like the AAU circuit and stuff. So, how would you say your summer has kind of prepared you leading into the season?
I played on the circuit, so it would be traveling to like Iowa,
Mhm.
Texas, South Carolina. So I'm kind of already know what it is to
Yeah,
that.
yeah. What is it like for you? Kind of going from the style of play because you came from San Diego. The style of play is there any differences in the style from San Diego basketball to LA basketball that you've noticed thus far?
Yeah, there's a lot of shooters over there, but that's
Mhm.
kind of all I would say.
Yeah, okay, that's the biggest difference.
Yeah.
And what is it like being coached by your uncle and Roy Walker? What is the adjustment like for you?
Um, I get cussed out a lot. Um, he wants me to play defense all the time. He wants me to talk a lot, so I think that's really it. So,
Do you feel like you've kind of improved at all in parts of your game from
uh,
being a part of this team
yeah,
yet?
being talking a lot
Mhm.
because I'm like kind of like quiet. So yeah, I'm like just talking a lot. I would say, yeah, it's getting me a lot better.
And what has it been like, from a college standpoint, just getting offers and recruited and all of that process? What has that process been like for you?
Right now it's been fine. It hasn't really been nothing too serious
Mhm.
right now. So it's kind of just waiting it out right now.
Yeah, is there any team or school that you're really hoping to get that envelope from?
Uh, Florida,
Yeah.
that's really mine, and probably Baylor.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of history in both of those programs. That's
yeah.
awesome. And then also just kind of if you could look at the college landscape right now and maybe even in the NBA, are there any players that you feel like you kind of can you resemble your game after or that you kind of look up to and admire?
I think of like a guy like Shea, Donovan,
Mhm.
Mitchell, and probably Jamal Murray.
Well, those are three top talent,
I know.
MVP caliber talent in SGA, especially. What parts of their games do you feel like you most admire or like would like to kind of adopt into your game?
Probably my scoring, because I could score pretty well from the three, from the mid range, and to the basket. So probably just that. Just probably just seeing what they do.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Well, that's awesome. So there's this whole new concept that when I was growing up, there was no NILs, and so what are your impressions and what do you know about the NIL space thus far?
I know a little bit, but not too serious. I know that there's like big deals such as like Nike. I seen someone get like Red Bull, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's all I really know. Really.
Yeah, just but like at the high school level, it's interesting, because I'm like, there was a time in which even college players weren't being compensated and didn't have the ability to profit off of their likelihood and their likeness. And now it's a whole new world. So, what are you excited about in terms of just being able to explore that space even at the high school level?
I mean, it shows that we are going to. I don't even know really. It's kind of hard to explain for
Yeah.
in my opinion. So I just kind of just sit on that really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, social media plays a big part in this, and well, just in, growing up and being in this world and brands and things. But how do you kind of approach social media? What's your kind of approach to it?
I just post. I mean, I don't really care what I do, I just post. So
Yeah.
it's
More
really,
like network and social.
yeah, like
Mhm.
it's like basketball. It's not
Mhm.
like social stuff. It's just strictly just basketball.
So you use it as a tool for like just marketing your basketball
Yeah,
skills. Oh,
yeah.
that's awesome. Well, it was a pleasure talking to you. Is there anything that I left out that you want to tell the people? Where can they find you on social if they want to follow you this upcoming season?
Um, yeah, Top Five Ingram on Twitter, and then the same thing for I think freaking yeah, same thing on
All everything,
yeah everything,
every platform.
every
All
platform.
right. Well, make sure you guys follow him on every platform and to keep subscribing to the podcast, the On the Low podcast. I'm your host, Lauren Jones, and stay tuned for our next episode.